Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Rock Radio, and thank you for tuning in to Youngest in Charge. This is your host, Nathaniel Echipwe.
Hey guys, welcome to You Rock,
where we bring you weekly topics and new content.
This is You Rock Radio, bringing you global entertainment. Have fun.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Youngest in Charge, and today I'm here with one of my guests. Can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Angela Okonkwo, and thank you very much for having me on this show.
No problem. Today, the topic me and Angela will be talking about is the words you say can affect someone's day. And by what we mean by that, we're basically just talking about impulsive speaking and how you should control your words, and you shouldn't just be letting words out of your mouth aggressively without thinking, if you feel what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, I should elaborate.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So basically, what I picked out from that topic is people need to. The definition of impulsive is when you do things before thinking.
Yeah.
You get me? And some people, when they talk, they don't connect their brain to their tongue. They just talk
Not at
because
all.
they have the will to talk. You get me? Rubbish just be coming out of their mouth. So I think before people should talk, they should think about what they're going to say.
Yeah.
See if it's going to make sense. See how the person's going to react. If it's going to hurt their feelings before they say what they're going to say. You get me?
Yeah, I agree.
So, yeah.
You see, the tongue is a very small thing, but it can do a lot of damage.
Yeah. What do you mean by that?
So, obviously, your tongue is small. It's like this size. But the damage it can cause can be more than that size. So, if you're saying something to somebody and you don't think about it, you don't know what that person is going through in life, and you say something to them on the wrong day, it might just bring the topic is the words you say can affect somebody's day. They might not even be feeling good on that day. They might have woke up on the wrong side of the bed. That word you said, you didn't know what they're going through that day, and bam, you just hit them in the chest very hard,
Yeah.
and now it won't be the same. So I'm just going to use an example to bring it to real life if you guys don't understand the topic. So you see this water bottle right here. I'm just going to shake the water bottle, yeah. I'm going to open the water bottle. You guys heard that air? The air has now been released from the water bottle. No matter how hard I try to catch the air and bring it back into the water bottle, it's already gone. There's no way I can bring it back. That's the same way with my mouth. The words I've already said have been released from my mouth. No matter how hard I try to eat them words or swallow them words, even try and puke the words back into my mouth, anything I do in the world, those words can't come back into my mouth. So if you're saying words to somebody, the words have already hit their ears. It's already hit their brain cells. You can't take back them words, and the person's hearing can't unhear the words.
Yeah.
So I'm basically trying to tell you, don't say something that you wish you could take back. Think before you speak. Don't be impulsive. Don't just jump to conclusions and say this because you're angry. Because you saying something because you're angry might lead to somebody else's downfall, or might lead to somebody else doing something you didn't want them to do. And you might just, somebody asks, why did you say that? You might say, oh, I wasn't thinking. But now that person has a lot to think about. They're going to think about their life. They're going to say, am I really this? Am I really that? You don't know what they're insecure about. You feel me?
Yeah.
You shouldn't just be throwing words around all over the place.
When we were little, our parents, our teachers always told us if you don't have anything nice to say,
then just close your mouth.
don't
Don't say
say
anything
at
at
all.
all.
So, what's it called? What you might say to someone might emotionally damage someone.
Yeah.
You might not know how. You might be thinking, oh, she's perfect. She has no insecurity. So no matter what I say, the person will be hurt. You never know what she's going through or he's going through behind closed doors. You get me? So if someone starts something with you, yeah, obviously you could like buy them back, play, insult them back, yeah. But there's some certain there's a line you know that
can't cross.
that you can't cross. Like someone have made fun of me before, and you know I feel insecure sometimes because of someone. You get me? And maybe if that person never pointed it out, I wouldn't find it as an insecurity. You get me? So yeah, that I would say that really did hurt me, and the person should have not said that. You get?
Yeah.
So obviously you should mind what you say, words you say to people, even parents. Yeah, they should mind what they say to kids, because when parents verbally abuse kids, you might not physically abuse them, but you could be verbally abused, and I think that's worse than being physically
honestly,
abused.
because you see, when you're physically abused, the scars will heal. Some scars can be there for the rest of your life, but most times the scars will heal. But words can mentally not heal.
Mentally,
think about for the rest of your life.
Parents, that could mentally damage you. Like calling your child, you're useless, you're good for nothing, you're mad, you're this, you're that, you're stupid. You know that could make a child feel like, oh, this person doesn't really, rate me. Make them feel bad about themselves. You get me? But if it's happening outside and it's happening at home, that could just lead to suicide straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and obviously we're trying to prevent that for youths these days. And yeah.
Yeah, I remember there used to be a saying that my teacher used to tell me back in the days. It was rocks and sticks can break your bones and they heal, but words can hurt your soul. So if you think about that, if you fall, land on a rock, it may break your bone, but your bone is not going to be broken forever. You're going to heal, but words can hurt your soul, and your
Yeah.
soul can't really heal. It's really inside of your body, and you carry that thing for the rest of your life. And don't even think because, oh, this person is smiling every day, what I say to them won't affect them. Some people just smile through the pain. Not everybody's going to be showing. People don't like to show their side. You feel me? If something happens at home, people will take it on the chin. They'll come into school, smile, act like they're normal. But not everybody is like that. There was a picture. I don't know if you guys saw the picture on Instagram, but it's of a person wearing a mask, and the mask is a
Yeah,
smiley
I've seen
face
it.
mask, and inside the mask,
He's
they're
crying.
crying.
They're going through shit.
yeah. So basically, it's a very deep picture. There's a lot of meanings to the picture, but you just have to
Yeah.
grab the meanings. And what I grabbed is that people smile through the pain. You feel me? Not everybody is gonna come in crying, sad, and let people think they're emotional.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel that if you are going through, you should, if someone like says something that makes you feel bad about yourself, yeah, you should try overlook it. Look
Yeah.
at the beauty in you because everyone has something unique about them.
Yeah.
Everyone does. You get me? So if even on the internet people like to verbally abuse people, like these days you will always have haters no matter what you do. People will always hate on you.
Yeah.
So you know you fuck the
Just see
haters.
it through.
Fuck
Yo,
haters and
chill out
keep going.
there,
You know
man.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Just see it through and keep it stepping, keep it moving. You get?
And even if the words is not that you're saying is not hurting somebody, just know what you're saying. Like your parents are talking to you, and you know your parents are not joking, and now you're joking when they're being serious. You shouldn't do that. If your mom is joking with you and talking to you, you can joke back with her. But if you see your mom is being serious,
Yeah.
you try and turn it into a play matter, and you're being sarcastic. I'm telling you, that will not. Where you end up will not. Where you end up will not be good. If your mom is talking to you, just give her the answer she's looking for. Don't try and play funny. Don't try play in a joking manner. Parents joke, but when it's serious, it's time to be serious.
Yeah.
When it's time to be funny, there's time to be
But
funny.
siblings as well could emotionally damage someone, especially the older ones. You know,
What
like
do you mean?
there's this thing I watched. Her older sister, she will always want to be with her older sister in the mix. Yeah, and the older sister be like, you can
Wait,
never.
the younger sister tried to.
Want to be like the older sister, hang out with the cool guys and everything.
Yeah.
And she'd be telling her younger sister, you can never be in the mix, that you're a weirdo, you're useless, no one likes you, this, that. And now that she's grown, that is sticking with her, you know.
Yeah.
She always thought that her sister had hated her, everything. And now the older sister is regretting what she did to the younger sister because now they cannot have a connection, no nothing. You
Yeah.
get me? So it doesn't matter who it is to your sibling, your friend, someone you don't know. You never know. And that maybe they're on their last straw, yeah. And something
Yeah.
you say could just trigger them to do whatever they do to themselves. You get me? So even there's impulsive thinking and impulsive doing. You should think of the consequences before you make the act.
Yeah.
You get me?
So
Like
what's impulsive doing?
impulsive doing is when people do stuff without thinking.
Oh,
You get me? Like
yeah.
murderers. You get me? Like they don't think about the consequences till after they've done what they've done. You get
Yeah.
me? Even with us nowadays, we want to steal something. You're not thinking, oh, I'm gonna put my
Yeah,
siblings
you're just
in
thinking
trouble.
of how I'm gonna enjoy this thing when
you're
I
not
steal it.
thinking how my
but you're
siblings
not
are
thinking
gonna
of-
get in trouble. You
Mm.
know, you just steal it, and when the consequence, you don't think about the consequences. You get me? So yeah,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be an impulsive people. Always, it doesn't take you anywhere in life. You get me? There are some people that are just impulsive, as an impulsive person in general. And if you know you're one, yeah, sometimes you should just sit down,
And just relax.
just
like,
relax.
think
Yeah,
about it.
think about it. You get me?
Take a breath. Take a breath.
Yeah, start. In fact, plan your day because yeah, if you're an impulsive person, don't speak unless you're spoken to. Don't do anything unless you're asked to do it. Because I do know a few impulsive people. Do you?
No.
No. Okay, I have a few impulsive people. I live with some in my house.
Hmm.
But what's it what's it called? Yeah. So yeah, that's why I like this topic a lot.
Okay, well, if I conclude about the topic, basically, the moral of the topic is think about what you're going to say. And as I said about the bottle, when the air comes out of the bottle, no matter
Can
how
never
hard
take
I
it back.
try, that air will never come back.
Yeah.
That's the same way. No matter what words come out of your mouth, you can never, unless somebody is a time traveler that can travel back in time. Do you know anybody like that? I don't know any time travelers, but no matter how hard you try, them words that you have let out from your mouth will never come back into your mouth. Just think. What else do you think we can conclude on
Yeah.
this topic?
just make sure you connect your brain to your tongue before you
Yeah.
start speaking or blabbing. You get me? And sometimes you can say stuff out of anger. I understand you can say stuff out of anger. You don't mean it. You don't mean it. But you should try. Sometimes, sometimes our parents get angry at us,
Yeah,
but
and
most
they say
times they're
stuff.
yeah.
And even if you do say something to if you're being impulsive, just try and you realize what you're doing. But try
I'll
just call the person,
apologize,
sit
try
them down,
tell
don't just
them
leave
that
them
I
like
didn't
that.
mean it. This,
Like
that,
if
this,
my
that.
mom said something to me impulsively and she knows she didn't mean it, she'll call me. She'll say, "I'm sorry, you just got me angry." Sit them down, tell them you're sorry. At least try and be on good terms. Don't just ignore
Yeah,
them for the rest of your life. You
exactly.
feel me?
So they wouldn't feel some type of way
Yeah.
or anything. And sometimes you could get angry at your parents as well.
Yeah.
And you might say something, you might react in a way,
Yeah.
but you don't mean to. You don't mean it that way, but they will take it to heart in a different, you know what I mean?
Meaning,
Yeah,
basically.
exactly. So
But anyways, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you very
Thank you for
much.
tuning into Your Rock Radio. Thank you for tuning into The Youngest in Charge. This is my guest Angela, and this is your host Nathaniel Chipwe. Have a blessed Friday.
make sure you like, comment, subscribe on YouTube.
And please
You Rock
follow us on
TV.
all our socials. Follow us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram on You Rock Media World. And follow us on subscribe to us on YouTube on You Rock TV. Thank you for tuning in. Have a
Have a
blessed
nice
Friday,
day.
and all of you guys stay blessed.